Another of Governor Calvo's major concerns was the safety of the residents. In an unprecedented move, the governor appointed Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio to oversee Guam's public safety agencies, and the challenges were many.
The Guam Fire Department at that time was definitely in a huge disarray in regards to personnel, morale, equipment, and everything else. Some of the most notable things were the lack of ambulances to serve our island. It would dip as low as 2, and it got to some critical moments where we had 1 to none serving the island.
There were still some shortages of manpower, and it translated to some overtime problems. Department of Labor way back in 2010, issued a warning to the Guam Police Department at the time. They needed equipment too, they needed vehicles, there was a shortage of vehicles. So these were some of the kind of challenges the department had in the beginning.
There was the extreme shortage of uniformed personnel. Number 2, there was a real lack of equipment like X-ray machines, and the ones we had weren't working.
Their first commitment, right off the bat, we moved immediately to get ambulances on board within 30 days of them taking office. So within 30 to 60 days, in actuality, we were able to go from 0 to 1 ambulances operating right back up to 6. We are currently right now at 8 ambulances serving our island every day, with a total of 6 backup in reserve should we need it.
During this administration, the first term administration, we were able to, in fact, get equipment, X-ray machines that we never had before. We got it from grants. We are actually working on the Port Authority. They're going to have a container X-ray scanner coming in. We even worked with the Air Force, giving us equipment that they had that we never actually had an opportunity for.
One of the biggest milestones that I think we've accomplished is that we've increased our reserve force. When we first started, we had only just about 50-some reserve officers in the department in 2011. I think by August of this year, Governor Calvo, Lieutenant Governor, and myself have sworn in up to 100 police reserve officers.
The road to Guam's recovery was very bumpy and in disrepair, literally. Guam's drivers found themselves in gridlock with old impassable bridges, tire-destroying potholes, and roads that had caused major congestion for years.
The tri-intersection project had some complications to it. We couldn't finish some of our roads because the asphalt formula hadn't been complied with by the vendors. I want to thank the Governor and Lieutenant Governor supporting DPW tremendously with directing federal funding so that we can buy additional school buses. There will be additional school buses on the way. And they've also given us funding to buy some road maintenance equipment and some asphalt, and that's coming again in the next several months, including providing more street lights to the villages. That's coming in the next few months. You know, the bridges in the south are very old. They're decades old, and over time structurally they've deteriorated. One of them is the Elig Bridge right behind me, and we've completely replaced it with a brand new bridge. We've rehabilitated the Tocha and Talafofo bridges south of here. We're in the process of reconstructing what's called the Ekfajan Bridge near Bear Rock in Inarajan. And so what we're doing is we're just making the infrastructure down here in the south more reliable in the event of storms and earthquakes.